Hi, thanks for joining Get a Studio, and this is our 5th episode, and today we will do wafer paper art. So today's session is all about wafer paper. So we will make wafer paper pansies and wafer paper butterfly and some other decorations with wafer paper. So hope you will definitely enjoy this session. I hope you have seen our earlier episodes all about ganache art, isomold art and different techniques. So we will keep on bringing different things to you and different ideas to you, as we love to share our knowledge, and that's the basis of our school, and that's why we are here. So especially during this pandemic situation, that's the best way to learn online. So I think we will start now. I hope you can see. So I adjust my things accordingly. So these are all the things with the wafer paper, and we will make all these things. These are some decorations, and you can see they are flexible and easy to handle, and this is in another color. So as it's summer, so we wanted to use the summer colors. So let's get started. And these are the pansies. I have kept them in the flower form to take the shape, and if you want them flat like this, you can keep it like this, and if you want to give it a round shape, curved shape, then you have to keep it in a flower former till they are completely dry. So this is a little bit bigger and this is a little bit smaller, and these are a little bit you can say flatter versions, and these are the leaves. Okay, so let's get started. And this is the gorgeous butterfly, the white butterfly that we will make today, this one. Okay, so firstly, this is 28 gauge paper covered wire, flower wire, and I'm going to use it for the pansy flower. So first I'll make the center, and I'll cut it into pieces. One is for the center and two are for the outer petals. Okay, so for the center, what I'm going to do, I'll take my nose plier and I will make a hook, and then we'll press it down. Then I will put my nose plier over here and will make another hook that will go towards the inside, and I'll press it from here. Okay, once it's done, I will take this down and make it straight. This is very soft wire, that's why I'm using this 28 gauge wire, so it can be easily handled. You can cover it with gum paste or you can cover it with the wafer paper, but the easiest way I found is to cover it with floral tape. We won't be needing much, and you have to cut your tape this width to cover this center. To make it adhesive, you must be knowing that you have to stretch it and then you wrap it around the wire. So this way the tape activates. Okay, I will just keep on wrapping it around this these two hooks that I have made. There is no specific rule how much you have to roll around it, just you have to eye view that when you think it's enough, then you stop wrapping. So to me it's enough now. I will cut it and I will pinch it in between my thumb and the finger like this, so it's pressed down. And now using my one thumb, holding it like this, and with my other thumb I will push it forward, so it's like a V shape. Not exactly a V, it's an open V, you can say, or you can press it with the nose plier to make sure that it is sticking properly. So this is our flower center, and the rest of the tape I will put in a Ziploc bag so it does not dry. So the next important thing that we are going to do is to trace the template on our wafer paper. So there is no specific template. I'm using these rose cutters, rose petal cutters. You get it in a pack of 7 or pack of 5. So I'm using these two numbers, and I'll use this this side, the rough side, to achieve the texture that I want. And with any pencil I will just trace it. If you want the flower to be bigger, you can trace from the outside, but I want to go it with my this size of petals, so I will trace inward. Okay. So for this one, the thing is, if you have seen the shape of the pansy flower, for this I will trace 2 petals shaping each other. The corners will meet here. So what I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to overlap it a little bit, and then I'll trace it. Only a little bit, not that much. Sorry. Okay. And then again I will turn the petals towards each other like this. I won't overlap it this time, but just side by side, but touching this part, the narrow part, and opening from this part a little bit. When I'll cut, I will cut it like this, okay? And for this one I will cut it like this, and for this one like this, and for the calyx I will use this cutter. So it's hard to trace from the inside because the pencil cannot go inside, and I cannot do it from here like this. So what I'll do, I will carefully place it on it, under it, sorry, and then I will just trace the outline. Don't press it, otherwise your wafer paper will crack. Okay, so I have traced one, so I can make other cutouts later. Okay, so this was the tracing for the pansy. So we will make the tracing for a leaf as well. This is the leaf. Okay. Why I'm tracing everything together and placing just beside it, so we don't get much waste of these. wafer paper, because obviously it's expensive, so you have to buy a full pack of sheets. It comes in 25 or 30 sheets. So what I'll do, I will cut this one and then we'll put the other one on the other side. I'll show you. Just keep on watching, you will understand what I'm talking about. Okay, and here is our butterfly. So I'm going to trace the butterfly on the plain side because I don't want it on the rough side. Okay, you can make it a little bigger, the inner part, because the wafer paper is very delicate, so when you are cutting it you have to be very careful. And I will highlight these dots as well, so I can go over them with my edible marker or with the paintbrush. So to catch those lines in the painting, I'm just tracing, so it's easy for me at that time. You might have seen my wafer paper rose tutorial. That was a live session as well. If you have not seen, you can go to my website, Ghetto Studio, www.ghettostudio.com, and you can watch it there. So there is a conditioner, the non-alcoholic conditioner. Today we are also using a non-alcoholic conditioner as well, but this one is different from the one I use for the rose. So if you want anything to be pliable, that you can work with, that you can wrap around, like in rose you have to wrap it around the center, and and so many petals have to go around each other. So in that case you have to use the conditioner that I have shown in the rose tutorial. Okay, so the last thing, this one that I'm going to trace is this. You can take the 3 sizes of circle cutters, but make sure that there is a lot of gap or a distance in between these numbers. So this one I'll again use the plain side, so I will trace over here. So all our tracing is done. We will put our cutters and templates aside and we will start cutting first. To catch the cuttings, I have kept this box, so I can easily catch the cuttings and I can later use it for different things, and I will show you today as well how we can use those cuttings. So these 3 circles are cut. We'll put it aside, and then one petal is done. The other similar petal is here. Wafer paper is a very easy medium to store after you have made the decorations or the flowers or whatever. You can put them in airtight box, so even if you make the flowers, you can decorate in a vase. They look very pretty. So, and they are very light. If you have to place a lot of flowers on the cake, you don't have to worry about the weight. This petal, I told you, like this one, I did not cut the outer lines here, so in the same way I'm not going to cut it from here, and it will be like a heart shape, but the cut over here will be a bit deeper than a usual heart shape. So these are the petals of our flower. This is the calyx. If you have missed our earlier sessions, you can find on our website. There are edited version of our live sessions on the website. You can watch those, or you can watch on our Facebook page. The live sessions are always there, because when the live session ends, we post on the page, so they stay there. So whenever you get time, you can watch it, you can rewind it and watch it again. And for this one, I told you I'm not going to cut the edges. So this is the rough side, and I want the other side to be rough because I have to put 2 pieces together and then I have to put the wire inside. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to roughly cut it like this. Okay, so here is our 26 gauge wire. And I'm using 2 kind of glues, edible glues. This is the one made with the cuttings, like these cuttings. You put it in a warm water and leave it there, and after a few hours you will get this glue. This is the wafer paper glue, and this is the common edible glue that you make with the tylose or CMC powder. So you take a little bit of like 1/4 teaspoon or 1/8 spoon, it depends how much you need. You put it in any bottle and then you put the warm water in it and just leave it, and after a while it will become a glue. Here I am using this one, the wafer paper one. So what I am going to do, I am putting the glue all over and then putting the wire in the center. I will stick the other part. When it's done, now I will do the cutting. Again, I will catch the cuttings in a box. We will prepare our petals now. For that as well, I will take the cuttings, and I don't want bigger one. Okay, I can take this one. I will just cut 2 small strips out of these, and what I'm going to do is just on the back side, because I'm using this side, so this is my front side. So, and these are the wires, 28 gauge wire. Just where you have to place this one. So our petal is ready. Same goes with the other petal. You can use the other edible glue as well. It will do the job. I will just follow the shape roughly, this one. Okay, and I will place one wire here. So this way we get the wire butterfly, and this is 28 gauge wire, so you can bend it like this, you can place it in any way, or you can just put it as a topper like this. Okay, so it's highly up to you. So now I will tell you the conditioner and how to color the wafer paper. It's very easy to color the wafer paper, and the conditioner today we have is, usually I use half part gelatin and half part glycerin, but today I'm going to use 1/2 part, like you can take 1 teaspoon of the glycerin. Okay, and 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon juice. So this is again non-alcoholic. Just mix it well. I'll prepare the colors. So I have made like I have used the summer colors. I have used this yellow and the orange one, and now I will use the red color. So I'm going to use the Wilton gel color. This is red no taste. So what I'll do, I'll take a little bit and I will put it just anywhere, and this is enough. Now with the dropper, on one side of the color I will put some drops of this conditioner. I will use this on the both sides. I will just paint it with paintbrush on the both sides, and put it aside, because wafer paper takes a little while to soak the moisture and become softer. I have used the summer colors, but you can use any to give the antique look. You can use the copper color, silver color, or the golden color, whatever you like to. For the front side, you try to put the strokes towards inside, from outside towards inside. So when it will dry, the strokes will still remain there. A little bit darker. So I'll take a little bit more of the gel color. Remember not to put the used one again in the in your color bottle. Use the other side or use another new toothpick for that, and it will make it brighter as well. So next thing I'm going to do is, I have this winner. So I'm going to put my one finger here to put the pressure, and I will go forth and back. It is giving it impression, and it's also ruffling the sides, edges of the wafer paper. That's what we are looking for. Just press it, put some pressure. You can see the strokes. If it tears the wafer paper edges, no worries, because we are actually looking for those rough torn edges. You can see it is becoming softer because I'm using the pressure, and moreover it's absorbing the moisture. So I'll carefully place them aside, but before putting it aside, so they might not stick to the bottom surface, what I have to do is, I have got this cornstarch, and with a brush I'm just going to dab it from the back side, just like that. I'll take the bigger brush, this one, but do not take too much of the cornstarch. So just like this, that's enough. It will absorb the moisture, and it will not get it stuck to the surface. So I will just put it aside. I'll put it there and in the center. Or I'll take this foam. You can take any foam pad and using your ball tool just like this. Or you can hold it in your hand as well if you feel comfortable like this, and then put it there. It's not exactly the cup shape, but you can see from some side it's more up and at some sides it's flat, so that's what we are looking for. For the butterfly, I'll be painting on both sides again. For that, I'll make yellow color. So just a few. This is a very bright yellow color. It looks beautiful. A little bit of cornstarch here and on the top as well to give it a matte look. The moment I dabbed it with the cornstarch, it has gone matte rather than the shiny one. And now I will use my black gel color. With the edible marker, I will put the dots, and again only I will take the gel color and I will go on the lines. So at this point, very gently, or you can use a ruler, a small ruler. What you will do, you will hold it in your hand, you will put the ruler in the center, and then you will bend it like this, the butterfly. You have to be very gentle at this point, and then you put it like this on the wave former, and when it is completely dry, it will be like this. It is very soft because of the moisture it has absorbed. I made it 2 days ago and it is beautiful, and it can move like this as well. The reason why I painted the back side as well, so if you put it on your cake like this, so if with the air, like right now it's moving with the air, the fan air, so if it moves, so this part will show, and it doesn't look nice if this part is white. You can see I'm lavishly using it. I'm not like just scraping my brush on the side to remove the excessive conditioner or liquid, because I want my petals to be soft and pliable. That's why I'm soaking the wafer paper with the conditioner. The outer edges will be pink. But the inner side will be yellow. A little bit of corn flour on both sides, so you can see the moment I dab it, the shine disappears. So I will carefully put it inside the veinner and press it for 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, or there is the other way. I'll show you. Again, the same veinner that we use for the circles. You can vein your petals like this on a flat surface. So I think this is looking better than the other one, so I will do the same on this as well. I will bend the petal like this and will use my ball tool, just go around like this. Okay. Now it's time to assemble the flower. So what I'll do, I will turn it down. I will take the wire down straight. But first what we will do, we will stick these two parts like this only from here. We don't have to stick these parts, we will leave them free. So I'm again using the glue, the wafer paper glue. I'm just putting it in the center here, that's it, and then I'll put my petal here. I will take my floral tape. I've already cut it into half width and I will fix them together. I will wrap here and then take it upwards like this slightly, and then wrap the rest of the wire. And these are our back petals. Okay, that will come at the back of these two. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to like this, it will come like this. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue here, and then I will take my center wire down very carefully and like this. Okay, so you have to adjust it now like this, like the V shape is coming like this. And now with your black gel color, before putting it in the former, with the black gel color you have to put a few strokes. I will take a flower former and first dust it with the corn flour, and I will take it down, and you have to push it down like this, and that's it. And then you put it on your drying rack, and look how pretty it is. And meanwhile we will color our leaf. When you are painting the wafer paper, try to use the flat brush. The reason why, especially on this rough side, it goes inside the pores, the wafer paper pores, and it makes the wafer paper soak better than a round brush. I will vein it from the center, and with the ball tool again I will just go around to cup it a little bit, not much. And it's highly up to you how you want it. You have to bend it the same way. If you want it like this, then you have to bend it like this, and if you have the opposite way, then obviously you will bend it the opposite way, and then you will let it dry on your rack like this. See how soft it has become, because now it has soaked the moisture. So very carefully I will cut the edges. I will show you how to assemble these. So otherwise you have to leave them separately to dry properly and then you have to assemble them, but as it's a live show and I cannot leave it for a long time like this one. These are completely dry, and this one too. So I'm taking the glue and only in the center I will dab a little bit of glue, only in the center, and okay, in the center again I will put a little bit glue, and this is our central one. Now again I will take the glue and put it in the center to make the decoration. I have on these two I have used the different ones. This is the crystal candy. I have used a kitchen mallet to break them into tiny pieces. So it's highly up to you whether you go for this one, but I would advise you to use the smaller pieces. The reason why, because the wafer vapor is very light, and if you put the bigger pieces, so maybe it won't carry the weight. So like on this one I have used the smaller pieces and it's okay, but if you put the heavier ones, so it might break or it can fall down when you place it on the cake. So to avoid that you have to use the smaller pieces. And the other option is the wafer paper, crushed wafer paper. All these cuttings that I save for later use, I put them in the grinder and crush them like this, and then I put the silver dust color and just shake it vigorously, and here I have got this silver one and the same like this golden copper shade. So for on this one I'm going to use this, so I can show you how to paint it later with the golden color. Because this is already golden, you can use it right away. I will take it back, so if the extra one falls down, then I'll come again with more glue. And put some more on the top. For this I have used the lemon juice and the roll gum golden dust to paint the edges and the center. Attach my calyx to the flower. but I have to be very careful because again it's fresh. So on the plain surface I will put some glue and very carefully and gently I will poke it through that. The reason why I'm using 20 gauge, or you can use 18 gauge as well, because it has to carry the weight of all of the flowers. So it's very much necessary when you are completing a branch that you use a thicker wire for that. So I'm just going to bend them like this because you see the flowers are facing you. Most of the flowers, the pansy flowers, are facing you. And here I would like to add one leaf. This one is brighter. Here, see how beautiful it's against the flower. I forgot to cover this, so I'll quickly cover this first. Every wire that you use for your leaf or flower, it should be covered individually before you are going to complete your branch. So look how beautiful it is. It's complete now. So this is all about our wafer paper life today. Hope you have enjoyed and you have learned a lot, many things. Okay, so these are the things that we made today in our live session. So this is fresh, that's why it has not taken its shape. And these are the pretty butterflies. You can make them in different colors. So this has also not taken shape because it's fresh, but this one is completely dry. It can flap its wings as well, and how pretty it is. So hope you have enjoyed our session, and we will keep coming and we will show you different things and different ideas, and we love to share our knowledge with you. And there is one thing that I wanted to remind you. You might have seen that there is a Ramadan offer, Ramadan sale, and there is only 1 week left to go, and that is on our all online cake courses on our online cake school, and they are all on very low price that you can imagine. So you need to grab it now or it will go. And they are you will get lifetime access to any tutorial or any course that you buy. You will get a lifetime access to that, and there are other membership plans as well. If you want to go for membership plans, so you can go for that as well. But for right now, there is Ramadan offer, and you have to you just go there, log on to www.andgetostudio.com, and I will post the link in the comment section as well. So if you have any questions about the wafer paper or anything you want to learn, please let us know. We will definitely try to make a session on that. So how pretty they are and how easy to color the wafer paper. So thanks for joining, and do watch my other rose paper live session as well, wafer paper rose live session as well. So this is all about today. See you next Wednesday inshallah, and stay safe, stay blessed.